from NRG Stadium in Houston. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now...
And right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal, and the Pigs get at the 7-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
So here are the 49ers and their offense in great field position already. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high
level. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Set, go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. To the right side and caught by Dell. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays.
And the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other. supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Purdy looking to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston set to take over. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Love. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball down.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. It's a room to maneuver. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On 1st down, Purdy. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Niners at 12-1 now to start play. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 41. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They go play action here. Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Out of the gun, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Taken in at the 22. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now out comes Houston. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Play action. Now Purdy sliding out of the pocket. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. On first down, it's Purdy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That is caught. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Give to Davis Price up the middle here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ty Davis Price, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure And the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a fourth down.
There's a nice move. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Texans will take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Love. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now Purdy. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. Here's Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards for number 11. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers are able to stretch out their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a second down throw for Love here. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
There he goes left side. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown, 75 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. Brock Purdy and the offense back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Got a man. That's Ayuk. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Second down, here's Davis Price. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Purdy from the gun on third down. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Purdy. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Throwing here, Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Purdy now to throw. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Houston set to take over. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Love now. That is caught by Dell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Ready?
Love. To the right side and caught by Dell. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Here we go.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Going back to Love. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talked often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Love, he's going to change the play here.
Ready.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Caught left side by Mechie. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw now. Here's Love. Touchdown, Texans! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Brings up second and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. Rolling to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to have a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll buy some time right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
Come on, set. Hey.
Here's Love. Got his man, Dell. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Love. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Ready.
Love now on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd down, Love. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready. Set, punt. Ready.
First down, going to the air with Love. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Ready, set.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Love. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. They'll look to set up his blockers and call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for San Francisco, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at